Hello and welcome to Japanese with Desperado. We're going to do some rules of language acquisition. If something feels like it's not working, it's probably not working. So that means a study habit that someone tells you, hey, this works really well, but you try it and it doesn't feel like it's working well. It's probably not working. You should change up how you're, a studying habit that you have. Two, if you feel like you're not getting it, it's probably the teacher. So that means if the teacher's not willing to change how they teach in order to better facilitate your understanding needs inside the classroom, then you probably need a different teacher. And three, if something's not relevant or interesting, you're not probably learning much. So make sure that what you're learning is interesting to you, because if you're bored out of your gourd in the middle of a chalk and talk, you are probably not acquiring much. So if you need to take notes, take notes. Not going to require you to take notes, or I'm not going to say, hey, you have to write this down. But if you like taking notes, take notes. And we're on page 168 and 169 in the textbook. And if you need access to the textbook, just jump into our Discord and you can get access to it that way. All right, so let's get started. We're going to do some drawing first with our kanji here. And just a second here. Here we go. All right, so the character we are going to be drawing is going to be Ko. And if you give me just a second here, I'll pull it up just to make sure I'm not making any mistakes, because I'm human. I are not a robot. All right. So, our character we're learning today is Ko, and this is basically for school. So, we learned that you have Sho, Ga, Ko for elementary school. You guys remember this, right?
The yeah,
I just remember
the kanji not so
is
much. The
high
word,
school.
sure.
Right. And then we have Chugakko. But do you remember what high school is?
Coco.
That is correct. So high school looks like this for Koko, and this means big or expensive. And funny thing about Japan is actually high school is not compulsory education. So, which is, it's funny because almost everything else is like gakko or gakuin, but this is the only one where it's koko like that. So let's go ahead and draw this one out. Oh, there we go. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the radical on the left-hand side. So we're going to start 1, comes to a stop, 2. This one comes to, it's going to make a swish, so it's here like that. And then this one here is just going to be just a simple little line. You don't have to bring it all the way out like that. It only comes out a small bit, like right there. And then you're going to have a line down, a line across, and then we are going to make the symbol for father inside there. Because we did Chi-Chi last time, which was basically, like that. So let's try this one more time here. So, funny thing about this radical here. Can you tell me what this radical looks like?
Oh.
This section right here.
What am I?
Isn't it Hon as well?
It's not hone.
Oh.
You're close. Because hone is this. That's hone.
Actually, I don't know what the other one is then.
I'm not too sure either then.
It's a day of the week.
It's
But
not.
it looks like fire. Right.
And fire is this.
No, it doesn't look
Nope.
like fire. It looks
Not
like fire
Nichiobi,
blast,
is
right?
it?
Okay.
Pardon?
Nichiobi?
Nichiobi?
Nope. Okay.
This is for
Just trying to
ki.
remember all of the days of the week.
Ki?
Mokuyobi.
That's mokuyobi.
looks like ki.
That is correct.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this radical
guess.
here is the same as the tree or wood. So that's the
So
radical.
That's just a pruned tree.
Right. It's only because like if you were to go like this, it would bleed off into the other character. So that's why the stop happens right here.
It's a little nubby arm.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have 5, 6, and then you have 7, 8, 9, 10. So try this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you have 7, 8, 9, 10.
This one only had one pronunciation, right?
Yes, if I'm correct, if I remember correctly, it's only ko. Is the only pronunciation with that one there.
Okay.
All right. So let's do the next one here. Hold on just a second. Okay. So the next one we're going to be doing is this one also has only one pronunciation. But this character here is very similar to Mother, which we learned before. So like the same drawing thing, this section here. And instead of putting the two lines here like this and drawing the line here, it's just going to be one line down and across. So it's the only major difference. So let's go ahead and give this one a go. So first things first is we're going to make a little flick down, then a line across, and then right near the edge of the flick, we're going to come down and then in with a little flick upward here. And then after that, we're going to bring this line down here and this line across there.
That line just irks me because it's slanty and the others are not.
So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I find it really interesting with the next one that they teach you, with the next kanji we're going to learn. They teach you this kanji before they teach you the radical for it. It's kind of interesting. Let's take a look at this one here. So this here by itself is its own radical, but can you tell me what number that is?
6.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yay! I
That's-
actually remembered that. I'm
This
really
one's
bad
that's
with those.
6.
Oh, 7.
Wow. Then
5.
it's 9, 8. No, 8,
That's 7. That's 8.
9.
5.
9.
9.
No,
No, it's
that's
5.
9.
Or 4.
So it is 5. No, it's not 4. 4 is a box
4
with a sheet in
square,
it.
yeah. No, it's 5.
So it
yeah.
is 5.
Yep, this one is 5. All right.
So that's go, right?
Yep.
Go.
And that's the way to remember this one's pronunciation,
Oh, of course, yeah.
because you have this right here. Now, another way they use this one for this here is the kunyomi for it, which is used sometimes but not as often, is it's mo no ga ta di. So monogatari.
What's that again, sorry?
That just means story.
Oh, okay.
So, like, do you remember how we were talking about Naruto before and how Naruto with Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru, how I said that it was a kabuki play?
Mm-hmm.
It's called Jiraiya no Monogatari. So the tale or the story of Jiraiya.
Okay.
So that's where the Monogatari comes from.
Isn't there an anime called Monogatari as well?
Yeah, it's a series.
I was gonna say, because I was like, it seems really familiar for some reason, or at least the word.
All right. Well, let's go and make this one here. And this one I don't need to look at because you have to write it so many times. So you have your first radical here, which is just a little line. Then you have your first line, and then your second line and third line. And these two lines here are roughly the same size. And then you have a box underneath it that should be roughly the same length as the two lines, these two lines right here. And then we're going to make a 5, and you're going to start your 5 up here at the very top. Like this. And then you're going to make a slightly bigger box at the bottom of this one here. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Okay. And we'll do this one more time. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep bumping this button on this pen. 11. There you go.
Does that second box want to extend lower than the first box, or about the same?
It's a little bit higher and a little bit lower, so it's going to be just slightly bigger than the other box. So it should be it should be something like this.
And it's not supposed to be a perfect cube, is it? Because I was drawing perfect cubes by default.
Oh no, it's not supposed to be like you're actually supposed to bring it inward like this.
My habit's just to draw a square.
Right.
Like, I'm doing it like in the right order, but it still comes out a square rather than a squished square.
Oh, it takes time. It takes time to get used to it. But basically, what you're trying to do is you're not trying to make a square. You're trying to make a cup. And like almost like you're trying to do this here to make a cup.
Oh yeah.
So the sides should be like you're trying to make a cup. So you're not trying to make like a really big cup like this here. You're just trying to make like a tumbler size.
Shot glasses.
Pretty much. All right. So we are going to finish up here. We're going to move on to the next section here. What's actually really funny is you guys are plowing through the material, but we're going to come back and review some of this stuff here. So now I'm about to break a rule that you guys know very well, and it's going to be really funny because I'm pretty sure Lav is going to be like, "Oh my god!" So this is what we're doing here. What we're trying to say is that we're going to go do something. We're going to a location to do something. So you have an action like plus a going action. So like right here you have Iku, Kudu, and Kaedu, which I'm pretty sure you guys know pretty well by now because we use them very often. Hold on a second. You guys know Iku, right?
Iku's like to go, right?
That is correct.
Or to, yeah.
And then you have Kudu.
I know the
Kudu I
bottom
do
one.
not recognize.
Kimos.
The bottom one is to return.
Yeah, that is right.
Kudu.
So, if one is to go and the other's to return, what do you think Kudu is going to be?
To not go?
Well,
stay.
if it's to not go, it'd be Ikimasen.
Okay, you're right. That makes more sense than whenever I didn't have a thought process. Kudu.
So what's the opposite of going?
To
Stopping.
leave.
Very good.
Wait. Oh.
What? No one said that.
I thought you said, what is it, coming?
No.
I said leave. She
I
said
said
stop.
stop.
Oh, okay.
You said the opposite of going. That's not the opposite. That's like a synonym.
Yeah, I got it wrong, but
All right, so you have go, come, and then return. These are the ikimas, kimas, kaerimas. Okay, so for the longest time now, and I've told you that these rules usually don't change. Usually don't change very often. But now we're going to be talking about a destination. And look what particles we have to use.
ni and ku, or no, ni and
In hair.
he.
Which is pronounced A.
Yeah.
Eh.
The one that we
and
never
hair.
use.
Because it's pronounced A, but written as hey. But for the longest time, we've always learned that if you're using a destination, what particle are we supposed to be using?
Ni.
Not ni.
Day.
We're supposed to be
No.
using day.
Day.
The
Okay.
place.
But
Oh.
in this case here, we do not use day.
Mm.
It's really funny. I was talking with the wife about this. We were joking about it earlier today. About how, Japanese is usually just like completely structured in a way that if you have a destination, you need to use day. And then and then I said, what about this grammar form? And she's like, So, it's kind of funny. So, let's take a look at this first sentence here. And I know I didn't write in the kanji there, but I was hoping you guys might get it.
Ah.
Are you gonna get it after you say it, or get it as in we read it?
Well, we can try here. Let's try and use context to figure out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Makuni. I'm gonna leave blank for now. Makuni Bang.
That's Pabe.
That is correct.
Yay! I was like, what could have a housey thing with a bay?
Okay.
Oh, McDonald's.
Tebe.
Eating McDonald's. Something.
Makuni
What's
Pabe.
that one?
Te. Tabete
Email.
kimasu.
No, but what's the?
What's the sentence?
Well, it's Maku ni tabe.
Tabete.
Tabe ni.
Oh, no. That's right. That's
Tabe
not
ni. And then a kanji, which I'm trying to think.
Oh, it's
What
well,
that is.
we have it right up there. It's Ikima.
Oh, true. Okay.
Hooray for using context.
I didn't see that.
Okay.
So that, yeah, ikimasu.
So let's go and eat at McDonald's.
Yeah. Oh, let's go eat McDonald's. Not
Okay.
at. It's just let's go eat.
Well, eat at McDonald's, that works for this here because we're talking about a
Okay.
destination.
And then.
But would those two sentences be structured differently at all? Let's eat McDonald's versus let's go eat at McDonald's.
So this one is this is eat at because you're doing the
Destination.
of movement. So
Gotcha. I was just checking to make sure there was a difference.
Yep.
So there is
Well,
a difference.
I know what the middle bit is gonna be. Hon o. Go. Me?
not go.
Oh, no, Isn't that we just did that?
No,
Or is it- oh no,
we
it's different.
this
Oh,
one
wait.
the one we did the other one
I
there
saw the
was
radical and I was like, oh.
yep.
Yeah.
The one that we just got done doing looks like this.
Okay. Hon or something ni.
Well,
I'm stumped
what
on all of them except for the hone, but you figured that out before. I
well what is
That's
home?
person, isn't it? Or book.
Very good.
What's the Japanese word for shop
Shop
or store?
store is mise.
That's in the wrong order. Yeah.
And if it was to go shopping, that is kaimono suru. So it'd be kaimono shi ni ikimasu. Or shi ni ikimasu.
All right, give us the one next to me.
Eh.
Maybe that'll give us context for the rest of it, because I got nothing.
Okay, the one, which ni?
It's like
Me, the one next to
Me.
me.
Okay.
oh something me. What's the one?
'Kay,
in
well,
the-
this one's
the one
for
that looks
reading.
Like the one we just did.
Yomi. Okay.
Yep.
Is that just Toshokan then?
That is. Very
Ah.
good.
Let's go read at the library.
Yeah.
Because we haven't
context. Is
we
that
haven't
just
done those
Toshokan?
ones, have we?
All right,
We
great.
have-
See,
They're
now,
all new ones, right?
yep. So now you guys are getting that reading the for context is key for some of these here. All right.
I'm just impressed I knew library off the top of my head.
So what is this one
Did it
then?
last week too. Which
Let's
one?
go read at the library is what Ellie said.
Yep. So let's go read.
Books.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go read books at the library. Fantastic.
Toshakani. Kon what was it again?
Yomimasu.
Yomi
Yomi
Yomi.
Yomi ni ikimasu.
Very
Yeah.
good. So with these ones here, if you've noticed, what happens to so this would be taberu. So instead of doing tabemasu ni, mas is taken off.
Yeah, that was weirding me out a little. But it's still technically a verb, right?
Yep.
Okay, it's just
So what you're doing is you're basically taking and removing the mas and then putting it in there.
Okay.
So same thing with this here. So this is yomu. So that makes this is yo mi
Yeah.
mas.
Yomi ni.
So mas is taken out, so it's yomi ni ikimasu. Think of it this way, the sentence can only have one mas.
I'm kind of scared by the kanji for show. Just saying.
For what?
The toshokan, the middle one.
Yep.
Mm.
That thing scares me.
So here, this is the funny thing. This is the kanji for maps.
Okay.
This is the kanji for writing,
Okay.
and this is a kanji for like a building, like a government building.
Hmm.
So map writing, government building.
The second
Yeah,
one
right.
actually doesn't look as bad as you think, because I'm pretty sure you start with the cross and then the line below the cross, and then you add the ko, and then you add the one line, and then you do the box below.
So you do it like this.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I knew it. You gotta do it in the most annoying way possible, of course. Come on, Lavitz. It's like, think about all the other ones we've done. It's the longest way.
So that's how that one's written.
It's still not that bad.
It's a little weird in the beginning, but after you've written it a couple hundred times,
Just more getting it neat, I'm sure, will be a pain in the butt.
right. So all right, let's move on to the next part here. So we're going to use these pictures here to do questions and answers. So you have Tom, Tom-san wa. So friend's house,
Uh-huh.
Tomodachi.
Tomodachi no uchi,
House.
Uchi ni.
uchi ni,
Yup. Uchi ni nani o shini
Ikimasu.
shinikimasu ka?
nani o shini ikimasu ka?
Shini-iki.
Shini
Shini-iki.
ikimasu.
Okay, okay.
So
I'm surprised that we don't extend the ni with that shini.
yeah,
Okay.
Ikimasu.
so shini ikimasu.
Because normally
ka.
when you have an e behind a ni, you extend it, but because of kanji, you don't. Or
Well,
what's the rule
Well,
here?
the iki goes together, not the ni.
so as an example, when you say ni-san,
Uh-huh.
oni-san, that oni, sir, that oni-san, like this here. Sorry, I always mess that one up. Like this here. This is all part of the same word.
Oh, excuse
These are two
The ni
separate
is
words.
separate, Yeah.
So it's just vocabulary.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
So what's going on here is you have two particles
Mm-hmm.
inside here, and you're trying to distinguish between particle
Okay.
and the rest
I
of the
get it.
sentence.
Okay.
Um,
So Tomu-san wa tomodachi no uchi ni nani o shi ni ikimasu ka?
Okay. Can you read that?
Yeah, it's also.
that also,
Also.
Yes.
asobi ni ikimasu.
Very good. So this one
Is-
here is to play.
Mm. All right.
So we're going to try and do the A for Ken.
So what's to borrow? Do you remember, Ellie?
Let me look it up.
Okay.
I think.
So it'd be
Um,
Tom-san wa.
Kariru.
Very
What is it?
good.
Kariru.
So, Tamu-san wa Toshokan ni. No, is that correct order?
That
Yes.
is correct.
Yeah.
What was the to borrow again?
So Nani.
Kariru. But you need to put the book in first, I think.
Yeah. Kaedi. Kaedi is what we're gonna turn it into. Kaedi ni
So we got to do book
Yeah.
first.
hon o. Yeah. So, Ken-san wa Toshokan ni hon o kaedi ni ikimasu.
Very good. Fantastic. Ikimasu.
Or ikimasu.
Ikimasu.
ka.
Very
Yeah,
good.
Ka or no?
That's not a question. You're just.
That's the answer. So the question is Tom-san wa
Toshokan
Toshokan ni
ni
nani
hon
o
o
nani
nani o.
shi
Okay,
ni
gotcha.
ikimasu ka? That's the first
Got it.
question that we need to do. Do you want
Which
to
would
give it
just be. Okay, so what was the first question again?
So
what
we're,
is-
we're going to try the question first. So we have Ken.
Uh-huh.
So. Oh. So you have Ken-san.
Right, so Ken-san wa Toshokan ni hon or nani o kaedi
Shi ni
ikimasu ka?
Shi ni.
Shini? Oh,
Yep.
okay. So what is Tom going to the library to do? Is
Yes.
the question we're okay,
Yes,
so
that is correct.
got it. Okay, so Ken-san wa Toshokan ni oh dang.
Nani.
Nani o shini ikimasu ka?
Okay.
So should I just say what we figured out before?
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
borrow a book.
Ken-san wa toshokan ni hon o karimasu.
Kai.
Yeah, no.
Kadi.
Kari ni ikimasu.
Very good. Let's try that
That's
one
like
more
the
time.
long form. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can just use
The bottom part.
the bottom
So-
part here.
Shorten it, yeah.
So
If you want to say the long form, you can. If you want to just practice the short form, we can do that too.
I'll do both. Just so.
So you would you would really
Yeah.
just need to do the hon o bar or book particle borrow particle ikimasu.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll just say it all again anyway. Ken-san wa toshokan ni hon o kari ni ikimasu.
Okay. Kadi ni.
Kari ni ikimasu.
Very good.
So then the short version would just be hon o kari ni ikimasu.
Very good. And the reason for that is because you've already established that Tom is going to the library. You
Right.
you
Yeah.
only have to tell them what he's doing.
Okay.
That- So, Ellie, we're going to have you ask a question about the next one here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, one of your
I got-
favorites. I can never
I got
remember it.
I got this one. Paul-san wa kisaten ni nani o shi ni ikimasu ka?
Kohi and
Kohi.
Nomi.
Very good.
Yeah,
But what
yeah,
particle do you
I
need?
was I was just getting my words down before I did the particles. So,
Yep.
Kohi o Nomi ni ikimasu.
Very good. Fantastic. So let's do the
Um,
next one here.
It's Depato for the
yeah.
store, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what souvenir is. If we've done that.
Yeah, I do actually. No, wait, I don't want to read it.
Okay.
Omiyagi.
Close.
Omiyage.
Very good. Omiyage.
I'm like, wait, I know this.
Like-
Anyone from Japan complains about it.
Like omiyage or omiyage?
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Omiyage.
Okay.
Omiyage.
So Maria-san o no
What?
Mario-san wa depato ni
Mm-hmm.
nani o shi ni ikimasu ka?
Very good. Fantastic.
Now we need to
Oh,
buy.
wait. Yeah, I was like, hang on. That is not in the current list of vocabulary.
Really gonna delete the sentence?
Hard mode, engage. Have we done buying before?
Yes, we have.
It's just been a while. Buy.
Hold on a second. Let me
Mm,
take and make this a bit thinner here.
cow?
Mm-hmm. That is correct. Seikai desu.
So wait, I don't even need to say Maria, do I? So it's gonna be omiyagi o cow ni ikimasu.
Okay, so I want to say before we had yo mu
Mhm.
becomes
You gotta change it to U form or E
Oh,
form or whatever.
right.
Yeah.
Kai?
kai.
Kai.
I think it's Kaede. Am I wrong?
You are
No.
incorrect.
Okay.
That's something
So-
else.
Let's do. So we did
Aimasu?
mu goes to me. So u goes to
E.
very
Kai.
good.
Is it just Kai?
Yeah.
Kai.
Okay.
Kai. Yeah. So, omiyagi o kai ni imasu.
Kai ni.
Ikimasu.
Oh yeah. Omiyagi o kai ni ikimasu.
Okay. So
Oh, did I say gi instead of ge?
that is correct. Miyagi is a prefecture.
I bought it. It's fine.
Miyagi.
Omiyage o yeah, omiyage o kai ni ikimasu.
Very good. All right, Ellie, you got the next one, number 4 there. Do you want hard mode?
Okay.
Hard mode engaged?
I guess I'm just trying to think.
I don't.
We'll give hard mode engaged here a quick run.
Oh, no. House is also like wait.
I would go with
Ie.
home.
Yeah. I was just like, wait, I don't want to say no, but
So we've learned uchi
yeah.
and
ie.
ie.
Wait, is it short or long? Short.
Short.
Short. But short for house, long for no.
Ie means no.
Yeah. No house.
That is not a house.
So we would use uchi in this case, correct?
You could use either.
You just have to make sure not to dawdle on the ie.
Yeah.
So is she thinking about eating food at home?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. Meri-san wa ie ni shi ni ikimasu ka?
So
Did I miss a bit?
just a little bit. You're getting close. You're doing really well. So
I'm trying to think what's missing.
so is this
Oh.
going to be lunch or dinner?
Well, she just needs to ask, right? So she doesn't
Oh.
even need that part. That's my part, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's nani o.
Oh, the nanny bit.
So Meri-san.
Meri-san wa ie ni nani o shi ni ikimasu ka?
I don't think it's Iki in this case because she's returning home, right?
That is correct.
So
Oh,
you do
right,
the
of
bottom
course.
one.
Okay, yeah. Meri-san wa ie ni nani... Yeah. Wait. Nani... Wait, is it nani ni?
Nani o.
Oh, Nani o.
Nani,
Yeah.
nani o shi ni kari... karimasu ka? That's the one.
Kaerima.
Goodness.
Kae-
Kaerimasu ka?
Mm.
Kaerimasu ka?
Very good. Now, just so you know,
Say it
it
again.
is coincidence that you keep falling and keep landing on the kaeru.
Giving me
It
I
is
know, it's not just-
entirely coincidence.
Okay, hang on. Meri-san wa ie ni nani o shi ni kaerimasu ka?
Very
I
good.
had to think about that for a minute. I'm like, hang on. Did I forget something?
Very good.
What?
All
I
right.
guess I'm gonna have to ask culturally. Is that lunch?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
It-
What is lunch again?
All I can think of is asagohan, but that's breakfast, isn't
That's
it?
breakfast. Yeah.
So you have asagohan and
Hiru gohan.
very good.
Okay, so hiru gohan ni
Huh? Yeah.
You should do the long
tabemasu or what?
So
It's the same.
hirugohan.
Ni?
Oh,
Oh, hiru gohan. Oh, okay, my bad. That's because it's not a location. I don't know what I'm doing. Hiru gohan o tabemasu.
tabe
Oh, tabe kaerimasu.
tabe ni.
Particle.
Oh, okay. So
Double particle.
Okay, gotcha. I see it now. Do I see it now? No, I don't, but it's fine. No, I do see it now. Okay. So hiru gohan o tabe ni kaerimasu.
Very good. Fantastic. Lavitz, would you like to try hard mode?
Sure.
Okay.
Like, if I can do
Uh,
it, you can do it.
I don't believe that.
Oh.
So
Go
what's
Mr.
temple?
Vocab.
Temple.
Nope, that's not it.
Oh.
Oh,
What is that middle one? Ote.
Okay.
Oh. Otechi.
Oteri?
Oteda.
Right. Oh, that is that's right.
Otera.
Otera. Okay, so Yoko-san o
Yoko-san wa.
Yoko-san wa otere ni
O-
otere otera otera. Yoko-san o otera ni.
Yoko-san wa?
What did I say? Oh, again.
Yes.
What did I say that before? Oh, ni.
Oh,
Oh,
Again.
Just, did I say O and correct an O? That's impressive.
no, you just kept saying like Yoko O instead of
Okay.
Yoko Wa.
So Yoko-san wa. Yeah. Atera
O.
ni otera. Okay. Yoko-san wa otera ni. Oh, nope. Hard mode's gone already. What is?
You're asking what is she doing at the
What?
temple?
Yeah.
what?
Nani o Nani o Nani o shi ni ikimasu ka?
Very good.
Okay.
You want to try that for fluency again?
Sure. Yoko-san wa otera ni iki ni
What?
what? Oh, Nani o, right? No, Nani ni
Yeah.
is what it is in this case.
Nani o?
So, Nani o, okay. Nani o iki.
Nani
yeah.
o?
E.
Oh, she's what I'm forgetting. Okay. Yoko-san wa otera ni ote. Oh, I said that right.
Yep.
Yoko-san wa otera ni nani o shi ni ikimasu ka?
Very good. Fantastic.
Is
Our-
this another one that she forgets often?
yes.
Isn't it Shashin?
Very good. Shashin o?
Oh, and then it's a verb though that I forget. It's not just shimas, is it?
No.
No. I'm assuming I'm looking for to take.
That is
Right.
correct.
Oh. Wait. It's not like kooky or something, is it?
No.
No. It's like one that's really simple, and I always seem to forget it.
Is it Toru?
Mm.
That is correct.
I was like, where is that one? I'm looking for it in the book, and I don't find it. Toru. So, torimasu.
Okay. So let's do the whole thing.
So, 写真を撮りに行きます.
Very good. Fantastic.
Not having the like 撮ります, like the must being gone is still weird.
All right. So we're going to do a little bit here. And I know that down here at the very bottom, for those of you watching the video, this is getting covered up. Down here has child written down there. All right. So we have, when you refer to other families, father, it is otosan. And for formal, it's chichi, which is really funny because usually that's informal. But it's not used very often. So, and then tosan. And then tosan. Papa is also used. But it's, and I know this is a little bit of a sidetrack, but it's kind of a funny anecdote. So I teach at the nursery school that my kids go to. And my kids, being from the United States, instead of saying Papa, my kids call me Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So my oldest, who is now 5, going to be 6, since he was basically 2 years old, has always said that, oh, look, it's Daddy. And like, Daddy, Daddy, every time I'd come to pick him up from nursery school. So much so now that his entire class thinks my name is Daddy.
So wait, were they born in the States then?
No, they were born in Japan.
Okay.
Okay.
So all of the Japanese kids at the nursery school call me daddy.
Because they don't know any better.
Right. Well, I mean, they know me as they like my name and sensei as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the funny thing is that every time I come to pick up my kids, they'll be like, "What is it? Daddy ga kita," meaning like daddy's come to pick you up, sort of thing. Daddy has come,
Mm-hmm.
and and like the kids, like not my son, but his classmates will say it to each other. Hey, hey, look, it's daddy. It's
Guess your kids aren't old enough to be embarrassed to have their dad at school.
right.
Yet.
And the thing is that like the kids are starting to catch on to it now that like daddy means papa.
Mm-hmm.
So like half of the kids have started to call me like by my name and then just sensei.
Mm-hmm.
But the funny thing is that there's a few kids that they're not special needs, but they're special, that always call me daddy. No matter what happens, I come walking in and be like, "Oh, look." And then the one kid's like, "Hey, mama, look, it's daddy." And I'd be like, "Well, this is awkward." And like the mother's tried to explain it. He's like, "Do you realize that like daddy means papa in English?" And then he's like, the kid's like, "Really?" He's like, "But that's daddy."
So wait, do your students call you like your first name sensei or surname sensei?
My first name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Isn't that impolite?
it's a little
or not?
it's a little impolite, but they're small kids.
Okay.
And the other thing
I
is
figured
that
that might be the case, but I wasn't sure. I was like, oh,
the other
my
thing
knee-jerk reaction would be, yeah.
the other thing is that like calling somebody by their first name like that gives it a little bit of a sense of endearment. So it allows me to culturally get closer to the kids without having to like kind of like have a formal thing at the same time. And the other thing is that the other teachers at the nursery school, they go by their first names. Like
Okay.
they don't make the kids call them by their last name. Now when they get to elementary school, they'll have to start calling them by their last name. But
Yeah.
that's just the main thing. And because most of the kids that I've taught thus far have been taught all the way through nursery school up until like right now, I think our 7th graders, I've taught them since nursery school. So they only know me by my first name. As a matter of fact, I don't think I ever told them what my last name was, and it really surprised them because I have a Japanese last name. So
What's the oldest you teach?
the oldest I teach, 14. Like 14, 15-ish.
That's like 8th grade, right?
9th.
9th grade, yeah.
And
So-
that's a rest of the world 13, right? Or is
Pardon?
that rest of the Well, when kids are born in Japan, they start age 1, right? So their first birthday is
Oh,
their age 2.
that's a really really old traditional thing. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, no,
Dang.
that's like super super old. So like as an example, they have this holiday. It's called Shichigo-san,
Hmm.
and like it's called 753. And 753, these are the lucky years for children. But the funny thing is that 7 and 3 are for girls, and 5 is for boys.
Okay.
And the funny thing is like, so traditionally in Japan, children had their heads shaved until they turned 3 years old. So 3 years old was when a girl could start growing her hair out.
Okay.
Yep. And then like, what is it? 5 is like I think if I remember correctly, something like 5 years old is the age that boys start doing training. So on their pathway to becoming like a man, like they're actually out helping doing things sort of thing. They're not directly, it's like the separation from like mother and child sort of thing.
Gotcha.
And then what was it? 7. What is it? I think if I'm not mistaken, 7 was the age that girls can start wearing kimono. Like the actual like full kimono or like yukata.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the 7, 3, or 5, and 3 come from. So my son, when he went to go, he's 5 now, going to be 6. When he turned 4, we took him to the temple for his 5th year. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What's with the shaved head thing though?
The shaved head thing? Oh, it's just what was it? If I'm not mistaken, it was just a traditional thing that Japanese people used to do with small children. It was just age 3 was the year they decided that girls could start growing their hair out, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
That's
you know.
definitely very weird.
I
So
gotta let my friend know that age thing.
yeah, so your friend is technically correct that is a counting system they use, but it's only used in like some, not extreme, but in some rare cases in Japan, like that 753
Gotcha.
festivals. All right. So we'll go over a few of these here, and then we'll move on to the next part here. I know we're running out of time. So next you have Mother. I'm pretty sure you guys know this one. Do you-
Okasan?
Yes. And then basically Okasan is used for, and Otosan are used in pretty much every situation. Chi-Chi and Haha are the only special ones for that. And it's the same thing here. So you have Oni-san, and then what is it when you're addressing your own brother? It's Oni-chan. And One-chan for for your sister. So another thing that you can also do here, especially if your brother or sister are only a year or two older than you, you would just say Nissan, like the car.
Yep. Oh, Nathan.
Or Nissan. You would just drop the O. You drop the O entirely.
What is the sound of laughing in Japan? Because every time I hear haha, I just keep thinking like laughter.
So there is usually like when you're writing it, it is the kanji for warau, which means to laugh. So it's like wada wada like that, but it's the character there. He is another one that's used for laughing, but it's also used as the sound a horse makes. So you have to be careful which situation you use it in. A laugh that is kind of like I did something stupid is tehe. So there's a few like that as well. So do you know younger brother? Do you remember?
One-chan?
Younger.
Wait, Oni-chan.
Younger.
Oh, younger.
That'd be Oto.
Oh, Otote.
right?
Yeah.
Yep, it's
Otote.
ototo.
Ototo.
So you have Otou-san and Ototo. Or Ototo-san.
That sound weirds me out because of the font.
And what about younger sister?
I can't read it. Well, it's similar, but there's one different.
What is it? Younger sister.
Ima.
Imoto.
That's it.
I
Yumoto.
don't even need to read it. It's just the weebness.
Yep.
Mega weeb.
There's
No.
also the joke about like the angry Imoto power. All right, so you have husband, and this one is like. Okay, so I'm gonna say that this one here is more like saying master than it is actually saying Mister, like or like the like referring to someone else's husband. So this is this is used as head of household. And then
Yaji.
so it's
Yaji?
Shujin. Go Shujin.
Go shoot.
Right. So usually otto is used for husband. And then or dana-san. So dana-san. This one here is just like super super polite. And I've lived in Japan 10 years and I've never heard this ever. So oto-san is also used and oka-san is also used as well. But another one that's almost used very often for wife is oku-san. So okusan. Kanai is. These two are very similar with each other. They're almost never used. Like Goshujin basically means master of the house, or like master of the land, or like the area. And then this this literally translates as, what is it? The head of, like the person who runs the house. Almost like referring to like the like the head maid almost. Even though it is like if someone were to say it, you would know that they meant the person's wife, but it has these connotations of like someone who is like housekeeper. So this one, the other one next to it is actually used a lot here. This is tsuma. Tsuma and okusan are used a lot. Kanai, no. And then there's there's okusan and oyome-san. And oyome-san is super informal. And that's what your mother-in-law calls you. when your mother-in-law would call you, or your father-in-law would call you that. And there's a negative connotation with oyome-san, which is like it's like someone saying the person who takes care of my son. Like, not the person married to my son, just the person that is responsible for my son. So, we'll finish this up here and we'll call it a night here. But we have grandfather. Do you know grandfather?
Oji-san?
OG.
Yeah, Oji-san. If it's Oji-san, that's uncle.
Okay.
And-
Oji-san.
Fun.
Oh man, that's just
Yeah, and then you have Oba-san, which means grandma. So
Yeah.
if Oji-san means uncle, what does Oba-san mean?
Auntie.
Very good. These here are usually only used in documentation. You do not see these like used like spoken. I've never seen these used in spoken form. So Oji-san is very common. So you have Ji-chan, and my kids call their grandfather Ji-chan. And Ba-chan has negative connotation to it. You can call somebody else who's not related to you Ba-chan, but the problem with it is that if you use this here, it's kind of like calling somebody out on their age. So, right. It's not the equivalent of saying old hag, but that's the kind of feeling you get behind it if someone calls you
I've
it.
actually heard that used before.
Right, but
Like,
if you're going to use it, make sure the person is like over the age of 70, or at least looks like they're over the age of 70 before you use it. Otherwise, you may get yourself into trouble. And then for children, usually like Oko-san is used. Uchi no ko. I'm be 100% with you. I don't think I've ever seen that. But what is it? The other one, Oko-san, is used, but it's in a formal setting. All right, but that's going to be our lesson for today, and we will be back next Friday with some more Japanese. We'll be doing mostly review, and we'll just be going over the forms that we've learned thus far, and we'll try and put things together to go over what we've learned. And then after that, we'll do a formal review of everything, and then we will move on to the next lesson, which will be Lesson 8, which will be after Lesson 8, we're going to do a unit review where we'll go from 5 to 8. So, and thank everybody for tuning in, and we will talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.